All right, Battlebox crew, we just got our November box in the mail, so let's open this thing up and see what we got. What's up guys, Eric here with That Home in the Future, and I'm back with another Battlebox unboxing, the OG survival outdoor prepping kind of subscription box. Always a ton of fun to get. It comes in 4 different flavors. There's a basic box, an advanced box, a pro box, and a pro plus box, which is what we unbox on this channel. Always comes with something sharp and cool. If you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself a little bit of money. We've got a pretty skinny box this month, which I'm really interested in. All right, let's see what we got here. Find our mission brief right off to the side. So mission brief 129 here. Our theme is tools of control. Looks like we got some saws and stuff. That's gonna be super interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this stuff out and we're gonna go through it item by item. Here we go. All right, let's get things started off here with the basic box. So right off the bat, we have from BlackRock some Leather Enrich. Looks like it's kind of like a cream to rub into your leather or something to get it nice and shiny and protected. Got a whole kind of tub of this stuff here. It says it cleans, it softens, and preserves all finished leather. Made in the USA, I think. It says the same recipe since 1976. We'll pop open the seal on this stuff. Looks like, smells actually pretty good. Kind of the consistency, it's touching a little bit, almost the consistency of peanut butter, I guess. And I don't really have any leather nearby that I can rub this stuff into. So we have to take their word for it that it actually does what it says it does. The kind of stuff though, if you've got a sheath or wallet, or belts, or I mean all sorts of stuff you could have that's leather. Just a way to keep that stuff looking nice and fresh and not get all cracked and grody over time. It's super cool and useful. If you're into this sort of gear, you're probably interested in some leather stuff too. So pretty cool. So next up is something I've actually never seen in one of these boxes. From Prepared Hero, we have a defense alarm. Let's see, is this it? Nope, this is it right here. You can kind of see the spec sheet running down this thing on the back. Good night. Okay, so this thing apparently gets up to 130 decibels. Can go for 70 minutes at a time, so for more than an hour, this thing could screech. It looks like it has a light and stuff built into it as well. So let's pop open the seal on this. All right, so we got a few different things here. We got the unit itself. It's got a little, kind of a dinky little carabiner that came with it. And let's see, we have a charging thing here. It does look like it's USB-C, which for some reason I wouldn't expect in an item like this. I feel like a lot of these things have been stuck on micro USB over the years, so I like to see that. So it's got a blinding strobe. It says it's recommended by police officers and stuff, and I believe you just yank this out to make it screech. I don't know if this button on the back, I'm hesitant to push this because I don't know if it's gonna be loud. Okay, good. That is just for the flashlight itself. I guess there's your strobe mode right there. I could pull this out. Now let's just go for it and see what happens. Okay, so I've got it muffled with my hand. We're gonna put it back in here, but you can hear how loud that was. I'm gonna do it one more time, just so you can hear it here. Here we go. All right, so pretty loud even through my hand there, but that is interesting. I like the carabiner. Let's see, if you had a carabiner attached on something where you just yank it loose, that'd be pretty interesting. So more of a deterrent than anything else. I think I've seen this kind of thing online before too. People have kind of rigged things up and use this as a tripwire for things, which I guess that was loose enough where if you, I guess, put enough force behind it, it could pop that out, but interesting. All right, kind of a cool little self-defense thing. And then probably the thing I'm the most excited about, to be honest, just glancing through this whole list, this Williams key here. These are really, really cool. So these are super popular in the lockpicking community. And again, if you're watching unboxings like this, you might be interested in this sort of gear and stuff anyway. But these things are pretty awesome for getting like industrial kind of doors and stuff open up. So when you think of lockpicking, you probably think of like doing the little key locks and stuff that you may find on your house. But if you have like double doors or anything that you actually need to get in somewhere, these are a pretty interesting tool to like go in and pop a latch or kind of wedge and push open a lock. Pretty interesting. So let's read the description here. So it was made by Los Angeles firefighter and carpenter, made for low damage entry, works on all inward and outward swinging doors, security gates, and more. Really a way if you lock yourself out of stuff, or you're in a situation where you need to get into something without causing a bunch of damage and stuff. These are pretty cool. One of those things, if you have a little entry toolkit or lockpicking thing, these things are great to have. I'm gonna put this one in my truck because you just never know when you'll be in a situation where you need to get in somewhere and get supplies and stuff like that. Obviously in legal ways, don't hear what I'm not saying. That's pretty cool. So there's your basic box there. We got some leather stuff. We got that alarm and we got this Williams key. Moving right up to the next level, the advanced box. I'm guessing we're getting 2 saws here, and these are pretty cool. So this is from Dusigny. Looks like they have just like a standard saw and then a folding saw here. And these things, if you've never used one of these, are actually pretty great. I'm used to kind of like the silky saw model of things. I'm guessing this is another take on the same idea here. I've got a folding one of these in my truck, I guess kind of similar to this size, maybe a little bit bigger. And this reminds me of the silky kind of model for this, where you push down the lock here, locks back into place, and you have a really nice kind of double-sided folding saw thing here. Push the lock back down to close her back up. Let's see if there's anything we need to know from the guide. This is SK5 carbon steel. So this one's a little over 5 ounces, about 5 inches long. The big one here is 9.5 inches long. It does come with a sheath. Let's check this thing out here. All right, so just a simple sheath, but angled in just the right way, where again, if you've never messed with one of these, the way they just chew through wood will probably surprise you. I mean, they still take elbow grease and everything else. This obviously has little belt sheath and stuff, so that's cool. But if you're at a campsite trying to get tinder ready for a fire, or you're cleaning up some brush or that sort of thing, even one this small, you'll be shocked by how much trouble you can get into with one of these things. Now, it may take you a while, but if there was brush over a road or something you need to move out of the way, or just really any situation where you wish you had something like a chainsaw, these things obviously take more energy out of you, but you'll be surprised by how quickly they'll go through stuff. Because most of the time when you think of a saw, you just think of the typical like saw you get from Home Depot or something, which those can cut but take a lot. But these, just the way the teeth is built into these things, just tend to chop right through stuff in a way that's much more effective than you'd expect it to be. So pretty cool little product there. I like that you get 2 of them. So that is from Do Signy. And let's keep going because we keep having more sharp stuff to look at here. So let's go on. Our Pro Box we have from Fox, the Vulpes 5-blade multi-tool. Looks like kind of their take on a Swiss Army knife, or Victorinox, I guess they call them these days. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's tiny, look at this. I was expecting a lot bigger. I'd actually dig the size of this. This is a really interesting take on that whole idea. Definitely small and pocket size. We've got some little nail nick things there. Oh, those open really nice. And they have the double stop in them, okay. So I like that. I'm typically not a slip joint knife kind of guy. Like you saw, I was using a bug out over here. I really like these more like one-handed locking mechanisms and stuff. They're a little bit easier to actuate. But as far as slip joints go, I do like this stop here. So that way if your fingers are there, it's got a little catch in it so it won't accidentally just go ahead and close down on you. But it looks like we have a knife blade. We have definitely a multi-purpose one here. Scraper, a flathead, a bottle opener. We have on this side, by the way, these actually raise up very easily. Actually, that may be the bottle opener. I wonder if this is a, yeah, that looks like it's meant to be a can opener in this side. Got a bottle opener. And let's see, anything else on here? We do have some scissors and a saw. Where's that at? Okay, so these are kind of a deeper nail nick here to pull these out. So we do have some scissors built in. Okay, I guess it's a little bit of a nail nick saw down here in this edge. All these different tools here. Let's see if we can get them all pulled out at once. So we got our drop point knife, we got our saw blade, we got our scissors, we got our bottle opener, we got a can opener, lots of different things. That's actually quite a bit of stuff crammed into this thing for being a fairly light take on this too. I wonder if these scales, they almost feel like they're aluminum. I'm not sure if it says or not. Oh no, sandblasted titanium. Much nicer than I thought. All right. And this is N690 steel here. Overall, very cool, made in Italy. A great little pocket knife, very, very cool. And then last but not least, we've got a fixed blade here too. This is in the Pro Box here. This is from Tactica, the K400. Tactica must be just cranking stuff out lately, because I think I keep seeing stuff in the market from them that I haven't seen before. So you can get a run through of all the features back here. Looks like a full tang blade, pretty cool. Let's take a quick look here at the guide. We got 3.8-inch blade, D2 steel, G10 handles, very cool. All right, let's slide this bad boy out and take a quick look at it. All right, so all within its little foam insert here. And I wonder if this is like Tactica's twist lock. It just appears to be a normal kind of locking sheath. They have another one that had like a little twist mechanism on it. But this is a nice, handsome looking fixed blade. Check out the G10 scales on here. Got nice texture and everything. Nice jimping all along the back of the spine. Big thick spot down here for a lanyard and kind of a little bit of a pommel on it. Very comfortable, nice, kind of a dual choil thing here. Really nice finger grooves built into that. But the thing I'm liking the most, which I hate to say for something like this, just like the accents are very cool. This orange, it's got a little bit of sheen to it on the hardware there. It's got this nice blacked out blade, which is probably gonna wear and tear over time as you put it to good use. That's really comfortable, fairly lightweight too. And that D2 steel is gonna sharpen really easy and keep an edge really well. Wow, really nice. The only thing, that jimping here in the spine, it's got those cool ridges and everything. It's deep jimping, which is great, especially if you have gloves and stuff on. But I could see it right now until it gets worn in. give me a little hot spot in my thumb just from choking down on it, because it is pretty deep as far as the ridges and stuff go. And also has jimping all the way down here too. So if you're doing really detailed work, you have a spot for your thumb to sit. That's pretty cool. Take a quick look at the sheath. We do have just a very simple little thing here. Little belt clip or some place to tighten your belt through there, and some places to like lash this thing down if you want to do that. But a very interesting take on the full-size fixed blade there from Tactica. All right, cool guys, that is mission 129, the Tactica K400. We've got this Fox Victorinox style multi-tool, super fun. We've got multiple saw blades over here from Dusigny, including a little small foldable one, which I really dig. We got a Williams key, something I've never seen in one of these boxes. We've got this personal alarm right here, USB-C rechargeable, which is awesome. And we got some leather rub and everything to keep your stuff looking nice. Very cool box this month. Again, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself a little bit of money. Battlbox is always a ton of fun to get. Always kind of a wild mix of gear. And I can't wait to see what they got coming for us in box 130. All right, guys, that's it for this month's unboxing. As always, if you dug the video, be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out a ton, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. See you guys next time.